Stay tuned after this program for some exciting retail offers on products seen in the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders country western workout video.
Warning. The scenes that you're about to see may be unbearable for some persons.
3, 2, 1.
Previously on VCR Party Live.
At just $8, it can be your ticket into this hellhole.
Yes.
Ooh.
Good slogan.
Good read.
Yes,
These
excellent
digital
read.
downloads are terrifyingly inexpensive, and best of all, you get to keep them forever.
Next one is something where we didn't learn our lesson. We could have stopped and rested on our laurels.
Oh.
This is Christmas is right around the cover. I think this was supposed to be named Colin.
Oh boy, I tell you, I agree. Arizona really bought it. Really brought it.
Cassie did it. She heeded the call, and look at
Wow.
So
It does look like a Pacenta.
It's the purple.
So I am in negotiations with my nephew. I hope to have it the deal sealed next week.
Now we are on to a state that I think of when I think of Florida. So I think of vacations, Florida.
Wait, what did you just say?
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for a cassette that is only home. But in the meantime, the way the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
Hello. Here we are. It's VCR party time, and I'm Joe, and that's Nick, and there's Steve, and we got George joining us for the Flubument.
Back.
And look at that colorful ass sweater.
Are you wearing an Afghan or?
Well, I'm entering my David Crosby period, I think.
Okay.
And you got to dress like
Crosby. Like
That stash is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
By the way, this is the show where we watch VHS tapes. We have over 14,000 of them, and we're going to watch all of them tonight. For the Flubument. Yeah.
Well.
Too cool. Nick, you and I just got back from Michigan.
Yeah.
And we met lots of Melindas, and they gave us lots of good videos.
I came back with so many. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to show a couple, some of my favorites. The Wild and Haynes, the video. I love an autographed. I love an autographed video. It always looks great on a shelf. We got, I don't know who gave us this one. Oh, I think this was Dave Hawkins gave us this one. Look at that. The Lucifer Connection. Do you think it's pro-Lucifer or anti-Lucifer?
Yeah, I think it's pro, but no, you look who it's hosted by. This is,
That's
yeah.
what I was just going to say. There it is. That guy. New Age Miracles.
John Anderson. Yeah, that's the man
One
himself.
day we'll find it. The Lucifer Connection.
The lovers, the dreamers.
And one more great title here. We got Ditches of Destiny.
Exploring Ohio's canal heritage.
It answers the question, where my ditch is at.
See? So we miss when you're not here, George.
George, just stay.
Yeah, come on. Just never leave.
Jokes like that?
I got a few.
Okay.
And yeah, George, have some jokes ready for these too. This is Motherlode. This is amazing, incredible, mind-boggling, beautiful morel mushrooms, and lots of them. So I'm excited about that. This one is Brian Duran gave me this one, Roadhouse, but also Roadhouse because it is a screening cassette for video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is watched it today. It's good. There's some POP here. And then
is that what they would do with the cases? Is that they would have the same on both sides?
Yeah, so that they would know not to sell that or not to rent it. Yeah.
Okay.
And then finally, Becoming Orgasmic. So found that in a dollar bin over at Static Tape in Muskegon. So looking forward to
The horse really left the barn if you're becoming orgasmic, Nick. You're the erotic man. You should have gotten that at birth.
Just finding it now. So yeah, still much to learn.
And did you get that tape because you were getting bored with your current orgasms and you wanted to spice things up a little bit and you wanted to become?
I've just never had one, so I want to learn how to become orgasmic.
Wait, wasn't that one of the words that in my hypothetical scenario that you would say to your mom 12 times a year, that just describing like food, like ice cream, like, oh, it's orgasmic? That was one of the words.
Orgasmic versus daddy, right?
Versus daddy. That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which did you choose?
I kind of blocked that one out. Let's get into a found footage festival classic, shall we?
Oh, I wanted to relive
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
If I remember correctly, you started off with daddy, and then the second time I asked you, you switched to orgasmic. Do you guys remember this?
I think I learned about a connotation of daddy that I was not aware of before. So I
just learned about it? Like, where did you learn about it?
Well, I don't know. I guess somebody told me, and I heard about it, and so I changed my answer.
To orgasmic.
From the videotape becoming daddy.
That's what it was, yeah. Now, the movie Running Man is coming out this Friday from Edgar Wright. But and the 87 movie is also a big hit based on the Richard Bachman book. But there's also a dance called The Running Man from the early 90s that was popular in hip hop culture. So I went through all of our 90s, late 80s how to dance videos and pulled just the Running Man parts from them, including one that's a classic at the end. Take a look.
Are you still here? Oh, I see they already got you going on the Running Man. All right, come on, let's learn it. What I want you to do is face this side, and I want you to take your left
we have like a dozen
and I want you to step on it. Right foot up, step on it. Left foot up, step on it. Right foot up, step on it. Up, down, up, down. Real fast. Now stay stunned. You got it, keep it going. All right.
In order to do the Running Man, what you have to do is you have to start with one leg up to the knee. You have both arms bent. Now what you do is you put this leg down to the floor and you slide the leg that you're standing on to the back. As you do that, you straighten your arms.
Yeah, I could probably do it, but not well.
Yeah, this will make the fine successful.
Now we'll learn the Running Man. You can accent the heel by kicking it back.
Have you ever not done it ironically?
This is a variation of what Hammer does.
The Running Man is one of my favorites. You lift both arms up, lift one foot up, and bring it about knee height alongside the other leg.
Hi, I'm Diane Horner, and welcome to Country Hip Hop, the newest trend in country line dancing. Running Man 3 times. Step into it, then step into that roll. Running Man, lift. 3 times. Running Man.
What's the emphasis on man?
Running Man. The Running Man, which you've seen before with a twist. That's the cowboy hip hop.
There we go. It's the Running Man montage from our dance videos. There's probably more, but those are the only ones I found.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, we are on tour this fall. We're going to be in Chicago, not this Wednesday, the following Wednesday, a week from now. That's always a good show at the Music Box. Then we're in Champaign. We're in Davenport, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, Nashville, Louisville, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Madison, and La Crosse to finish out the season. So, come see us. This new show's good. Yeah, we got Scott Miller from Strange Tapes opening for us. He's showing some new videos too, so you get a lot of dumb videos in one night. So
it's chock full of them. Yeah, yep. Come see us on the road.
George, since you're here, I have to. Oh wait, first can I say this, Steve? I got you some new drops. I always like to get you new drops. I want to make it a habit of every week getting you a new drop.
Sure.
All right. So this is the drop. If something funny happens, you can use this one here. Something
should have happened.
Likely.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Laugh, 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 laugh. Ha, 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 ha. Party, party, party.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe if a party happens, you should play that one too.
Party happens.
And then, yeah. And then I got you this one too. I don't know when you would use this one. Maybe, well, here, this one.
I love horses.
I don't know. It might come in handy.
Play a horse video at some point.
At some point. Yeah. So those are in your arsenal, Steve. So feel free to use them. But now that George is here, I want to play this. So we got all these D2 tapes from Nick's former coworkers at the Late Show. They gave them all to us. And these are all just like clips. I think some of these weren't even used on air. I think they just pulled selects for them to like look in the writer's room to see if they liked it or not. And I pulled 3 of them here. So George, do you have your pencil ready? And
I have 3 pencils.
Oh, let me get the sound effect.
You're gonna be letter tape for this one.
All right.
All right. All right. Here we go. Here's the first one.
That looks miserable. It's supposed to be free.
What is going on? No more cramped compact tape. No trays to clean.
Hey, Ma, the bunny's loose again.
Oh, you got the audio.
It's a little bit early.
Yeah. All right. Here's our next letter D2 tape.
Measuring male sexual arousal caused by various scents was conducted by a team of researchers in 1995. Their findings were astonishing. They scientifically tested the penile blood flow before and after the men got a whiff of each aroma. The winner, hands down, was the aroma of a freshly baked pumpkin pie with a hint of lavender. The blood flow to the penis increased by 40% after the first smell. Unbelievable.
Grandma, I'll take another slice of pie.
Nice. Just stay, George. Just stay.
Don't
All
go
right.
anymore.
We got one more from this same tape. This tape, whatever it is, seems really good. We probably have it in the office, but here's another clip. Listen closely.
One of the oldest and most famous love potions of all was to unknowingly slip a little powdered fox testicle in the drink of your heart's desire. The right testicle was given to a woman, the left to a man. After a few sips, they were yours forever.
George?
No, I'll just have some vermouth.
Never gets old.
It never gets old. You could do a whole show of those.
Oh, what is that tape? That's the problem. We inherited the VHS tapes in addition to these cut downs, but I don't know what the tapes are. They're not labeled on the D2s, so
yeah,
we got to go digging. We got to go digging for more. All right, let's get into screeners. We got the intro for that one, Steve.
Yes.
You may say it's a screener, but it's not the only one. I hope Tuesday we will watch some criminal penalties for unauthorized duplication or distribution.
Gory O'Rotten gave me, he digitized the screener for video store owners for Gremlins 2. And Gremlins 3 was just announced. Chris Columbus is directing, and I think Steven Spielberg is producing. So I thought it might be fun. We've seen, I think, Child's Play, where Chucky hosts the screener, and we saw one where Freddy hosts it. This one, we get a Gremlin hosting.
2, The New Batch. At a time full of action films and adult-themed titles bombarding your customers, here's your best bet for holiday season family video rentals.
I do hope you'll excuse the interruption. I think I'm infinitely more qualified to do this than the announcer. You probably recognize me from my stunning debut.
Tony Randall.
I'm the big star of the hit comedy, what can I say? 2 claws up. Gremlins 2, The New Batch. I'm here to handle the delicate arrangements of getting Gremlins 2 into the video marketplace. Oh, you humans may try, but it takes someone like me who really understands the nuances, the subtleties, the je ne sais quoi. We'll have lavish point-of-purchase materials. A cavalcade of television spots will inundate the airwaves. Who knows, I may even do the TV spots myself. Sort of a Lee Iacocca approach. Take it from me. This is the hot video ticket. Forget those teenage mutant reptiles and that robo thing. Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Taking shots.
The first one is Warner's third highest grossing film ever, with almost $150 million at the box office. And you know Gremlins was a major video phenomenon even by today's standards. And Gremlins 2 is an even bigger video sensation. Of course, my profit participation has nothing to do with my motivation. But now, like the true executive that I am, I have other meetings to disrupt. So, back to the video.
Warner's eye-popping point-of-purchase materials and
Remember that with
eye-catching
Gizmo coming out
top-flight
of the
national
drawer?
TV campaign will make Gremlins 2 the new batch, a certified home video smash. It'll have you singing in the new year.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
There it is, Gremlins 2.
Are we going to have Joe Dante on the show?
Well, I have word into his people, and here's why the reason to have him. He's promoting for the first time ever on Blu-ray. The American Genre Film Archive is putting out his found footage movie,
Movie Orgy.
And so it's never been released in any form before, but they have mastered it. They're putting it out. He's participating in it. And we're friends with the AGFA people, and they have an offer into him. So it comes out in December.
So it's a maybe right now.
Yeah, it's a maybe. But
Okay.
but yeah, he has word that we're interested, and they're looking to promote it.
I really want to say I have Movie Orgy as like, an MOV, as like a QuickTime file.
Yeah.
And I started watching it and I was like, nah, this isn't the right way to watch it on my computer like this.
No.
I want to see it live, but it's like 4 hours long too.
Yeah.
So
and there's multiple versions, so yeah, I'll be interested to see which one they put out. So I do have we have good questions to ask and like clips we can play from it and all that.
I'd love to have him on because he's a pioneer of what we do.
Yeah.
Like he was doing what we do, touring around, showing clips to people.
Right.
Back, I don't know when he was doing that, 70s, 60s?
Yeah, in the 70s, I think. So
But, isn't the main reason you want him on so that you can play the clip of Nick saying that Joe Dante directed?
And I'm 100% playing that.
That's the main reason.
100% playing him that. Yes.
Right.
That's the main reason.
Well, that was a flub, and it makes sense that you brought that up because we have the Flubhound himself, the Flub Master, Dan Opsal here to lead us as a judge in the first annual Flubument.
I like to take risks.
Spice is up. Your leftover.
The Flubhound is back. It's Flubument time.
Hey, it's Dan Opsal, the Flubhound.
Yeah, welcome
Hey, guys.
back. Yeah, good to have you back.
Honored to be here. Thank you, guys.
So, and by the way, this is not the year-end Flub recap. This is the Flubument. This is completely different. We'll do that in January. So
Great.
We'll recap all the flubs that happened over the last year since the last Flubument.
Right, but these flubs that we're going to have in the Flubument are all flubs that are well established that we've already shown. So, let's. Nick, you had something for the Flubhound up top, right?
Well, yeah, Dan. I in addition to monitoring the world of flubs, you also are a filmmaker and director. And I noticed you post something on Halloween that was phenomenal. It was called Michael Myers Played His Own Scary Music.
That's right.
For those who haven't seen it, let's just watch a little bit of that. Not sure why it didn't come up.
Samuel's view different from that of Rory.
I think he's cute.
Look where?
Behind the bush.
I don't see anything.
Spooky. I like how she doesn't hear him until the.
Hello?
Good point.
Foot. So plays a different, less spooky at the end. But,
Yeah. Somehow I already knew the Seinfeld theme.
Yeah,
even at 78.
Right.
I feel like you really like that instrument too. What is that instrument? The piccolo
I do.
or something?
Yeah, it's a slide whistle, and it's kind of the only like sort of cheat that I did because it was initially my initial ending was just that we cut to this and he just kind of goes, and then it's over.
Yeah.
And then it sort of, and I was like, it just wasn't really landing quite right, and I knew it was like Seinfeld on the recorder basically, so I had to kind of like cheat the instrument, so it's kind of half recorder, half slide whistle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I was wondering how the hell you did this, and I was like, that's what I was going to ask you, and then I saw that you actually posted some behind the scenes, so this is a follow-up.
Oh, right.
Oh, look.
Look where?
Behind the bush.
I don't see anything.
I had to buy this electric guitar.
Worth it. Wait, what was that mask there?
It's a hairless cat mask that my wife Lisa found. But then I found that because it's, like anatomically correct to a cat, that it kind of has like a coned nose. So that's why I had to like slice it with scissors and ruin it so that I could get my tongue out the tongue hole. It was a disaster. And then I asked, I was like, did you like throw that mask away? And she's like, no, I took it back to Goodwill.
Oh.
It's all wet with my saliva and cut.
Oh, you have to green your head.
Yeah, that shot was so hard. So see, that's the cheat. I had to add the fingers.
Oh,
I'm so impressed. And that's
Yeah.
the problem with AI right now. I was like, well, obviously it did AI, Nick, and then it's like, no, it's
That's what everyone thinks. It's AI. But
Oh, I hate
what
that.
can
We
you
even
do?
get that
I
on our
know, it's-
VHS clips now. They're like, oh, that's AI. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, things just really were that stupid.
Stupid AI keeps ruining things.
I know.
Yeah.
Well done. That was, I couldn't figure out how you did
bravo,
it. That was,
bravo.
Yeah, that was
Thanks.
incredible. Yeah.
No flubs detected.
Let's
Zero.
no, not a single one. Let's get into the flubs here. So Dan, you're going to be the judge. I really deliberated about this because I wanted you to be a contestant in this, but then I was like, he's just gonna trounce us. And then it was like, who
I
would
would
judge?
trounce you.
That's
Well,
like
also-
Team USA, in basketball. Like, it's just like, come on.
Yeah. Well, then it was also like, who is going to judge Dan's flubs? Who's going to tell Dan that his flub isn't the best? You know what I mean? Nobody has that sway that you have, Dan. So, before we get into it and start talking about the rules, you brought some of your greatest all-time flubs that you've probably shown on the show already. But
that's right.
Your top 3 as of today.
As of today, yeah, it was really hard. I spent a couple hours going through every single one in my folder to try to stack them in the right order. So this is like the best I could possibly do.
Yeah,
it could change tomorrow.
These are the flubs that you would have brought if you were a competitor. These are the ones that you would have brought to the competition, right? You're the judge, so
yeah.
Okay.
Once we go to Flub Nationals, these are going to be my top 3 that I'm going to bring.
Okay. All right, here we go. Here's your first one. Does it need setup, or do we just play it?
Let's see. First one.
It's the pass.
No, this one's pretty much you're gonna get it.
Okay,
yeah.
but observe silence.
Before
silence.
we begin, let's pray. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, our hearts are made ready to hear the truth.
Yeah.
So pretty clear. It's just a classic. Clearly, as soon as he finishes the sentence, you know exactly what happened in his brain. He was thinking, "Heavenly Father, our hearts," and he combined them in the most perfect way and made one of the greatest words in the English language, farts.
Do you think anybody in that audience snickered? I watched it a few times to hear if I could hear like a snickering or a chuckling, but I didn't hear anything. Somebody had to laugh.
Yeah, that's what I'm upset about. That there wasn't like the audience wasn't mic'd.
Yeah, somebody probably was.
Do you think God got mad at that, or do you think God thought it was funny?
I think he was. I mean, heavenly farts. How could you not laugh at that? And it's like a flub specifically for him, not just farts, but heavenly farts.
What if a lightning bolt like shot down right when he said it and just like incinerated him?
I don't find farts funny.
Man is God's first flub.
It really is.
It's true.
It really is. All right, here's your second one. Does this need setup or?
No, it's a news clip. I think once again it's pretty self-evident. Go ahead.
Good morning, live here at the George Washington Bridge. As you can see, some delays getting across the span right now. Coming up on 9:59. Excuse me, on this Tuesday, June 14th. Let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Voice cracks are like, there's many categories to flub, but voice cracks are one of my favorite things that I've loved since teachers voice cracking in first grade.
Oh yeah.
So to see it on the news, and it's like, it's one of the craziest voice cracks I've ever seen. Like his voice just like shifts into a different gear that he just cannot get out of. It's like Pinocchio
it's
mode.
It can keep going, right? Like I figured.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is like not only does it maintain, but he makes a very clear effort to like he's really like trying to force.
But even when he does that, it's still in that high pitch. It's in that high pitch direction.
Yeah.
What do you do when your voice cracks? Do you call attention to it? I always call attention to it. Usually, if I flub, I just keep moving on. But like if my voice cracks and I do like I'm like, oh, voice cracked. I can't not say anything about it.
Exactly.
That's so weird because
this guy's live on the air. Like, what can you do?
Right.
And yet, if Nick flubs, Joe, you don't keep going.
No,
you do interrupt the show. Right.
Yeah. Reaching halt, and plus that guy had kind of a cool like manly voice too. Then all of a sudden it just went.
Yeah.
I think it was the lightning bolt that was supposed to meant for the pastor.
Right.
Him. Oops. All right, and your number one,
my flub.
Your number one, needs no introduction. I think we all know what this is going to be.
It's the one that lit the fuse. That's all I'll say.
Yep.
Thank you very much to MTV and everybody that voted for me. Chucky, better luck next time.
It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that's the golden goose right there.
Yeah, I was thinking
next time.
If you were to compete in the Flubument, Dan, I think Steven Dorff could be the only judge that would be suitable if we were to do it that way. So maybe
someday,
or Chucky,
yeah, exactly.
Sure. Maybe Flubument 2026. So yeah.
Okay, so you are the judge. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to present one. No, we're all going to present one flub, bracket style, right? And it can be one person who flubs multiple times, but it really can just be like one flub. It's like you have to have a flub up against a flub. Dan, you're going to grade each flub on 3 categories that we discussed today: delivery, micro reaction and recovery,
Mhm.
right? The delivery of the flub, the micro reaction to the flub, and then how they recover and move on from the flub.
Yep, exactly.
Yep, and then we're going to do it in a bracket style. And after we crown the champion, I have a surprise twist at the end. So whoever's the champion, don't get too excited.
The twist is that Joe won somehow.
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
By the way, just so the viewers know, Joe didn't tell us any of these rules. So this is the first time we've chosen our contestants and have no idea that micro reactions. Because I did one that's all VO, so it's just like the micro reactions and how they recover after.
But Steve, there might be a micro reaction that you don't see. That the Flubhound, it's like a dog whistle. Like only he can see it. Maybe you can't see it.
Listen, I expect fair, and I know that Dan is going to choose the best flub. There's no doubt in my mind about that. I'm just saying, Joe once again did not give us all the information.
Well, Steve, why don't you go first on that note? We're in round 1, and we each brought 2 flubs, and it's me against Steve in this first bracket. So, Steve, why don't you go first? Let's
I can choose either one.
Screwed it up, huh?
I can choose either one. I can be Steve 1 or
whatever you want to be Steve number 1.
All right, I'm going to choose one. Nick originally showed this during the first time Dan visited the show. I thought it was absolutely hilarious then. I feel like it's absolutely hilarious now. I'm only going to play the first half of it because it's a cut together. It is from a video about how to bartend. I believe it's called The Flip Side of Bartending. But here is the first half, and I'm just going to pause it.
I feel like one thing that's notable about this too is that this isn't live. They recorded this, so they could have done a second take on some of these flubs.
That's one of the reasons why I thought it was so amazing. Is just the fact of having worked in the industry at all. It's just like this. There's no excuse for this, and it's just like, why can't you do a second take on any of this? He talks about it like you'll hear him. He brings up some of the clips have been brought into the computer. So it's not even like they were doing tape to tape or anything like that. Like this could easily have been rectified. But when you want a flub, you want a flub. And here we go.
The first part of this move, you're going to see the half spin with the 10. Is we've taken the move and we've put it into a computer. That's why it's black and white. Normally a bartender would pull a bottle out of the rail and pour the shot. Do not try this with full bottles. We will explain the rule of thumb for flipping. What you want to do is hold a glass in your left hand, and flip the bottle to the glass. We've slowed this one down so you can break it down for yourself. And then a 360-degree flip to the glass. Now, as you can see, you've created the illusion that the bottle flipped over the shoulder.
I'm going to pause it there. And the other thing that I forgot to say is I feel like this character could be an SNL character. Like I feel like, what's his name? We had him on the show. All of a sudden, my mind is blank.
Kyle Mooney?
Yes, Kyle Mooney. I was like, feel like this is like this guy. Either Kyle Mooney is, 100%.
He's scammers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like this is the perfect Kyle Mooney character. But that's the first half. More to come if it makes the second round. I'm gonna do.
You're holding it hostage.
A little Joe Pickett.
Right out of the gate.
All's fair. All's fair.
Explain is pretty good. I'm surprised he didn't explain his wrist with some of those flips.
Yeah. I think Steve might have over-explained that clip a little bit. We should have just gone right to it.
Probably.
Yeah.
I also like that he made up words like "slown." I've slowed this clip down. Like,
right. Right. No, that is a new
slow it down, or it's not. It hasn't been slowed down. It was slowed down.
It's been slown.
Dan, did you hear any micro reactions in some of his there, or?
Well, it's all vocal micro reactions, which is sort of like a category we don't often get. So I do appreciate you bringing that to the table right off the bat. But no, that was it makes me think. I wish I knew more about the process. Like this feels like this was the end of the day. They had to ship out this video. He had like one take of VO, and maybe the guy didn't know how to edit, and so he's just like, I'm just gonna put these takes in raw. I don't know how to like swap in takes.
Clean it up. Yeah.
But,
do you find it a challenge to judge just verbal flubs rather than the visual ones too? Is it a challenge for you?
I mean, it's half the process because so much of the flub is the visual and also like a little blink, a furrow of the eyebrow, a looking down at their feet, because they're embarrassed. Like, so it is it cuts out half the process. But
right, do you
I'm
think
up
that
for a
might
challenge,
be
you know?
You think that might be a strike against Steve?
I do. I think it's a strike.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Bold
It is.
choice.
Listen. Yeah,
Well,
I went for it. I also liked that there was a lot of it, and I felt like there was a lot of things to pull from. I feel like the more you watch that, the better it is. And let me just say, if we get to the second half of the clip, it really sings.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, I'm bringing out the big dog for my first one here. I'm going to warm you up a little bit with some of his other flubs, but then the big dog flub is right at the end. All right, this comes from a little old public access show called Auction Alley, and
it's going to be.
Yeah, and it's a guy who was just off the cuff trying to sell merchandise. Here we go.
Excuse me. Now I've got 2 tees for 1 money. Now it's your choice when you come in. That's orange peel key or however you want to say it. 10-inch fencing plowers.
Fencing plowers. Plowers. We played that in our show, in our live show.
Are they pliers?
Yes,
they're pliers.
They're pliers.
Yeah.
Okay.
We played it in our live show. It never got laughs, and I always just want to look at the audience like, "Come on, that's a flub." He's meant to say pliers. He said plowers.
Maybe he might have been thinking of Austin Powers, and he got it mixed up. Yeah.
That might have
It's
been
probably
it.
true.
All right, here we go. Here's my flub that I'm, and I'm not holding anything hostage. I'm showing you my clip here.
Now I've also got your choice of wallets. I have Polio Sport. Calvin. Here we have Nike. Excuse me. All right, going one.
There we go.
That's interesting. He takes 5 seconds to read Calvin Klein, but he only gets out the first half.
Yeah, Calvin.
Also, they say they correct him. You can hear them in the background saying "polo" to him, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's still trying to read Calvin Klein at that point.
I also want one question. I can't wait to hear Dan's opinion on this, because is it a flub if you just don't know? Like ignorance, does that mean, like, it's like when I know something and I flub it, that's my mistake, obviously. But if I don't know it and I'm just reading off the top of my head, is that really a flub? But once again, I'm gonna leave it to Dan to figure that out.
Well, you know that you're down a notch because of the VO, so you're trying to bring yourself back up a notch. So I do appreciate that.
Everything I can do.
Yeah, because it is. I mean, it's a great point, because I mean, that's especially when it came to Nike, because it's like, does he really not know what Nike is? And maybe the answer is no. I mean, I have to put it in. Yeah.
Well, I think it is a flub. If we all know it's a flub, then it is a flub, right? Whether he knows it or not. Now, if he doesn't know it, you're not going to get the micro reaction out of him, right? If he
that's the thing that you lose.
Right.
Yeah, there's no micro reaction because he's just completely confident in how incorrect he is.
He's oblivious about all of his flubs. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's your first round, Dan.
All right.
The flip side of bartending versus polio sport wallets.
Okay. Oh, we're doing it.
Now?
Okay. So I make a decision now.
I think so. Right, Steve? Is this the best way to do it?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think go on.
Okay.
Okay. Jeez. All right. Wow. I'm sweating. This is more nerve-wracking than I thought. Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to remember. I've definitely seen polio sport now a couple times. I think it's come up at least twice.
Okay. All right. And who's the winner?
I could be wrong, but he might have frozen.
Oh.
That is
Flub.
either that or he is in the perfect position.
I thought Dan was just taking a long time to
I thought he was
deliberate on this.
I am going to remind him in case he can't hear us. Like, once again, we've seen everything we can see in polio sport. Flip side of bartending, there is more to be seen. Not that that should influence your opinion, but
but this is a Flubument, Steve. You bring your best out.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of how you played it.
What if he just left because the decision was too
It was
much?
too difficult.
Oh, he had like he panicked.
Yeah.
And
the idea of the hierarchy of flubs is against his belief system.
The suspense is killing me. I'm sure he's going to rejoin here.
God threw a lightning bolt.
And
While we wait for him to rejoin, I think we should just argue about whether or not.
Ooh, here he is.
Oh, perfect.
You bring him back up. Okay, I think he's. Here we go. Whoa, we were worried sick about you. We thought you panicked and left.
Yeah, my wife, I got the heavenly farts, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry about that. Where did I cut out?
Well, we were waiting for your decision.
Okay. Well, it didn't really buy me any more time because I was trying to figure out what happened there. Okay, so yeah, this is tricky because I do think there's the slight disadvantage of not being able to see the VO bartender flip. I have to say that's one strike against, but the fact that it was flubbed, put into a computer, chosen as like, this works, this is the tape, let's ship it off to a videotape, is a pretty big notch up. That's rare. That's hard to get.
Oh boy.
But the what's the other guy? It's just auctioneer
Sport guy. Yeah,
polio sport guy. So we got Nike, we got polio sport. That was a good series. They're both a series, so I'm glad you stacked these together. I don't know if they're all going to be this way, but there was probably a good 7-8 flubs at least.
I mean, he's a flub master. I mean, he just with the wallets alone. Never mind the Pinocchio T. I mean,
I'd say both of these are flub
the fencing
masters.
flowers.
Yeah, they are flub masters. And then there is the disadvantage, even though there's a lot of really creative flubs, the fact that they're essentially a complete dearth of micro reactions because he's so oblivious and confident.
Right.
It's both funny and also kind of a strike against it being like a pure, I mean, you did say at the beginning, we're judging against those three factors. It's not just what's the best flub. It's I got to keep all three factors in mind.
Yep.
Are regional accents, do they play into it at all for you? Is a guy with a southern accent flubbing funnier than the same thing with a mid-Atlantic accent? Or should that not be taken into account?
I try not to take it into account because that feels like it's
fair,
judgmental towards the region, which I don't want to do. But if it hits me, it hits me. So,
all right, who's moving on?
So, I'm going to make kind of a bold choice. I'm going to say the cocktail flipper.
Oh, wow.
Flip side of bartending. Wow.
I'm sorry. It turned me around, and I think it might just be because of the lack of micro reactions. That's kind of what it came down to for me.
The novelty of it.
I have to say they're both top-notch clips, and I appreciate you both. But
I thought he was going to the finals. I thought he was going to the championship. That's a huge upset in round one. Holy shit!
I know.
Keep it exciting.
The him holding it hostage didn't have anything to do with your decision because he has more flubs from that guy. That didn't weigh into your decision making, did it?
No.
Okay.
It's pure gut. I'm sorry. That's kind of what it's going to be. I got to just like.
That's all we ask.
All right.
I respect the hell out of it.
All right, we got Nick up against George in bracket number 2. Nick, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'm coming out of the gate firing hot with Mark Animal McYoung and surviving a street knife attack.
Oh, I almost did
covered from eyebrow to foot in blood and urine and feces. Eyebrow. I would be covered from eyebrow to foot in blood and urine and feces. Eyebrow.
So eyebrow, I quote it constantly. It lives in my head and it lives in my eyebrows. So that's why I put this as my number one pick.
This one's gonna be really hard to beat. This is a classic. Already we've covered farts and feces and blood. So like we're off to the races already. And then it's just like I have to also take into account like the green screen, which is essentially a tarp.
It is a tarp.
Is that where you shot that the Michael Myers?
I think he actually has a better setup than I do.
It's better coverage. Yeah. So yeah, that's Mark Animal McYoung with Eyebrow.
I almost did
Eyebrow
that
to
one.
quit.
I almost chose that one. Yeah.
Who am I going up against?
You're going up
Okay.
against George. George, what do you got?
Well, first, I have to share this because when I showed this to Joe earlier, this was a text I sent to my super. I was woken up by the 3 firemen who came into my bathroom to get into a wall because a pipe had burst. And so then I was leaving, going out of town. So I sent this to my super. I said, "Did you have the keys and let the workmen in?" And the reply 2 hours later was, "Yes, everything is fucks." Never fixed.
Wow.
Never fixed by the
edit feature.
Super. There was no. That was our
Didn't do
last
an asterisk.
discussion. Yeah.
Did you respond and say fucks? What is
Well,
that?
I didn't know whether that meant like it's fixed or now it's totally fucked up.
Yeah, it's
like,
fucked.
it's so much worse
Maybe he
than
meant
it
it
was.
that way.
Like there is no apartment.
No, it's
I mean, did that scare you? Like when you saw it, was your gut reaction like, "Oh my god, it's
no
fucked"?
instant
when you saw it?
screenshot for the Flubument. There was no to have a flub happen to you in life that's not like while you're on camera is a wonderful thing. But I also didn't know whether it was like, is the language evolving? Is this some sort of like, does this mean something else? Like, I don't know. Anyhow,
Right.
none
Maybe
of
it's
that.
like cool new slang that you just didn't pick
Yes.
up on.
So my first. Oh, sorry.
No,
Sorry.
go
Can you
ahead. Oh,
evaluate
this isn't a submission.
No.
Okay,
no,
okay, good.
That was just to put you in the mood. I don't know if you're
I'm in
into
the mood.
flubs at all, but I thought that would be like a good entry into the world of flubs. So
No, I
this
feel
is
much warmer now. Good.
okay. So this is from I had shown some bloopers from WDSU in New Orleans some years ago, and before we get to the flub, these were awesome. So I just wanted to revisit a few of them that are not flubs, but just great news bloopers because everybody loves news bloopers. And then we'll get to the flub.
Here's Chris.
Well, beginning this morning, a 6th District police officer will patrol all elementary schools in the area. The added security comes after recent gun battles at LaFawn Elementary.
Over the past 6 weeks,
Says he will make a decision within the next couple of days. Well, budget problems are also facing Governor Edwin Edwards for the rest of the state, Alec.
Oh, you got caught.
am I eating my lunch right now? My goodness gracious.
On Thursday,
Continue.
Edwards ordered $93 million in cuts. He says he will keep the state from going broke. Jared Bell report.
As is national security. And for parents, relying on the state to keep tabs on good and bad daycare facilities, there could be in for a rude awakening. That is the subject of today's health brief. A new medical study indicates that tens of thousands of women...
I'm over 65, and Dave Brennan Insurance helped.
We were saying that a medical study indicates that...
Okay, so here's there. Yeah, sorry. Here's the actual flub. But
this is what you're presenting.
Yeah. Sorry. Just
Okay, so everything I just saw is not in the running.
It's just to make you happy about life, I guess.
It really did.
Real brief.
I like that the news anchor guy
Yeah.
too. He's like
great.
Leslie Nielsen level of seriousness.
Yeah, and it has to like, if we can just chat about that one for a second. I mean, that the director and the crew definitely share a lot of the flub in that, like,
Absolutely.
a lot of those
The whole
are just
team
like,
works together.
obviously, yeah, it's a two shot that should have been a single on
Right.
not him. That's why he felt comfortable. And then the question is, was he doing this to the director or was that
100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I
So
agree.
here's our flub.
indicates that
Who is over there waiting for the King's arrival. She joins us now live from Spanish Plaza. And Linda, the excitement building over there?
Yes, it is, Terry, and I'm in my mask, rather. Not many people are wearing their masks this year. It is a lundi gras tradition.
All right, that was it.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
in my ass.
Yeah,
I'm in my
that's a
ass.
heavenly fart. That's a heavenly fart right there, right? Yeah.
That's how you get in
In
your
my
ass.
ass. And she said, what'd she say after? I'm in my mask. So it's I'm in my ass. I'm in my mask.
I'm in my mask, rather.
Rather.
So
Yeah.
she was
Mask.
acknowledging it.
I think we
But-
have a term now. Those are called heavenly farts. Like whenever,
Transpose.
the transposing of
Or
the
the-
words, those are known as
my
heavenly
mask,
farts.
rather.
Yeah.
My mask rather. Took the A from rather. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's really good. And I'd never seen that one before. And there is a really good micro reaction hidden slightly behind a mask.
Yeah.
Right. You could still make it out. Interesting.
Inner ass and inner mask.
Yeah.
That's pretty good that the micro reaction still came through the mask. And a decent recovery too. I mean, she did kind of like, it was brief. You had to be paying attention, which is the best kind. You have to be a flub hound in order to even catch it. Probably the average viewer didn't even notice it. Wow, that's pretty good.
Right.
Now this is an interesting one because now I've been presented with one that I'm really familiar with that I've seen many times.
Eyebrow.
And one that's brand new.
Yeah.
So it's almost a little bit unfair. It's like, it's like the old dog that I love, or like a brand new cute puppy.
Right.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
That's not even a metaphor. It's exactly that.
Yeah, it's exactly that. Jeez, I hate this. Now this is really upsetting me.
If you need to spend some time in your ass to think about it.
Or your mask.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't fucks this up.
Jeez. Okay. Now, these are both excellent flubs. I have to really thank you for both of these. And I think I have to go with Eyebrow just because it's such a classic. But this one, I mean, keep it alive, bring it back. We're going to revisit this for years to come. And this is already an instant classic. And it's maybe just because it hasn't fully percolated yet, but that's an instant classic for sure. But I got to go Eyebrow.
I honestly believe had your connection frozen and you had like 2 to 3 minutes to think about it while you were trying to get back on, I think it would have gone the other way. But
it's true.
I can't second guess you. You're the flub master.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Into the Flub 4, we have Flip-Sided Bartending against Mark Eyebrow McYoung. Now we're going to go to the other side, and it's going to be Nick against Steve. Nick, why don't you go with your number 2 here?
Well, I'm glad that Heavenly Farts was played because I have another fart-related flub. What I like about this one is it's on a big stage. I believe this was like a State of the Union rebuttal by the House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. And the stakes couldn't be higher. The world is watching, and this is what he says.
Dream possible. We will fight hard for the freedom to vote. We will fight hard.
They'll fart hard for the freedom to vote.
He knows he's getting in the flow.
Obviously,
you can see it in his face.
Shares a lot of DNA with Heavenly Farts, which was in my top 3. So that's you're speaking.
Playing to the judge, I know, but couldn't
Yeah.
ignore that one because of the stakes. I thought that was an interesting wrinkle. That's the stage is as big as it gets.
Yeah, that's a recent one too.
That's a heavenly fart too, right? I mean, because he's saying fight hard. He's mixing up the hard into the fight, and saying fart hard.
Yeah, that's a flub with the word fart in the category of heavenly farts.
Which I've been there before too.
Yeah, well, the American people
farted hard or
with farting hard. Yeah. I've had some real hard ones. Yeah.
As an American person, you certainly have. But obviously, that's going to have some stiff competition here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I just went with my heart on this pick. This was possibly my favorite clip ever in the Found Footage Festival. I'm just going to let it speak for itself.
Frank Sinkowitz, the 1942 Heisman Trophy winner from Georgia, died early today at his Athens home. He was 70 degrees. Sinkowitz was the first Georgia Bulldog ever to win that coveted trophy. And a correction, Frank Sinkowitz, who died early today at his home in Athens, was 70 degrees. Jim?
That's amazing. That is an all-time great.
Yep.
And especially that is like, right up with all the factors involved. Like that is an amazing flub. Not much on the micro reaction.
I almost feel the lack of micro reaction adds to it. There is just
and I actually agree because what lacks in micro reaction is like the most unbelievable recovery, which is he fully recovers, completely understands that he messed up, has the opportunity to correct himself, and then flubs a second time, which is like the ultimate build up for that. So,
oh wow,
yeah, that's an amazing one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
good
who do we
points.
got? We got Fart Hard against 70 Degrees, and Steve, you're already in on the other side, and Nick, you're already in on the other
shouldn't
side.
factor. The clips
No,
should
I'm
speak
just
for
saying.
themselves.
I'm just saying that you know, I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
I appreciate the comment, but I have to disregard that. I have to throw that out
definitely
because,
disregard that.
Right.
Don't
Right.
pay
I
any
guess
gotta
we're
go flub
both
to flub.
through, so it really doesn't matter at that point. Nick's through.
No.
Sustained or whatever. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to say.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Overruled.
Yeah, overruled.
Okay.
So both amazing clips. The fart flub within the Heavenly Farts category, but I do have a real soft spot for news flubs, and especially like this guy's crisp. Like you can tell his flubs are few and far between. It's maybe once every 5 years type of flub. And he also has kind of that Leslie Nielsen sort of tone to him.
Oh yeah.
He absolutely
Very crisp. So I think with all those factors, even though Fart Hard has many great qualities to it, I think I got to go 70 Degrees.
Okay, I think you chose wisely. In fact, I don't know who could beat 70 Degrees. I was going to go with it, but Steve beat me to it. Yeah,
it was a hard fart battle, but I'm glad that at least a worthy opponent made it in.
All right, I'm going to go next in the final bracket here. So Dan, you're from Iowa, right? You went to school in Iowa City at the University of Iowa, correct?
That's right, University of Iowa.
Which is home to one of the greatest flub masters of all time, Fergus from Sin of the City, a cop thriller show on public access that our buddy Brad gave to us. And we've shown you Sin of the City before, right?
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay.
Yep.
Now Fergus is the chief, and he's not an actor actually. I think that he's probably like the director's coworker or something. But I'm going to I'm going to warm you up with some Fergus, and then I'm going to hit you at the end with the line that I want to submit. So here we go. Okay. Iowa City's own Sin of the City.
Oh, I'll talk to you later.
Come on in. I am getting laid up to speed on this case that we're doing.
Yeah, but this is our case. What the hell is he doing here?
Looks like you boys could use some help after what happened here today.
Now we're all on the same side in this case.
I mean, they're very subtle flubs, right? I mean, it's
some stammers, yeah.
Yeah, there's stammers, and there's. Yeah.
I own that hat. I grew up wearing that hat.
I think everybody in Iowa has that hat.
Yeah, that's probably
They
true.
call it the Fergus.
It's given to you at birth, right?
Did the guy in the coat? He definitely had indigestion, right? Did you notice he had his hand on his stomach the whole time?
That was in the script.
Oh,
Which guy?
It's a
the
character.
first guy in the coat.
Oh,
yeah,
he did.
maybe it's just his acting signature.
Well, he probably had a hard fart right there. So
yeah. Heavenly fart, hard fart, one of the two.
Yeah.
You got the gun?
Of course I've got the gun.
You never can be too careful. I've been on too many of these missions that have gone bad.
Okay, here's the flub I'd like to submit for the Flubument.
I got a call from Nicole last night, and she said that she saw Wade and Brandon outside talking.
What's the big deal? Wade was probably checking up on Brandon.
Yeah, but didn't you want me to keep an eye on Brandon? Wasn't that the deal?
No, but Brandon is the only link to the source.
It sure looks like it to me. I mean, that could explain how Donovan got shot.
You could be onto something here. Just between you and me, we can't tell Wade any of our plans to get to the source until we find out if he's on the take.
Oh my God.
kind of had an eyebrow sort of read.
That's what I was going to say. It was Brandon was very eyebrow.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like the adding of a syllable to a word, and that's let's hear it one more time.
Wow, you're trying to redeem yourself on eyebrow. Oh wait, no, so that wasn't your submission. Sorry, my bad.
This is my submission. Oh, yeah,
eyebrow was mine.
Eyebrow was Nick's.
Just between you and me, we can't tell any of our plans to get to the source until we find out if he's on the take.
There we go. Just wanted to drive that home. Yeah, so there it is from your home.
Some icy dialogue there.
Yeah, exactly. It puts you on.
I want to see the whole clip. That must be like a feature, right?
Well, they're episodic, so I think there's like 15 episodes. They're all about an hour long. I've been wanting to get in touch with this guy because I want to release them on like Blu-ray or something. I feel like all these should be like out there for the people. I want to show it at theaters, but I don't want to do it without this guy's permission. I know he's still around and people have contacted him, but he doesn't answer my calls. So
you should have him do live commentary, feature length.
That's ideally, yeah.
I would love to have him participate in some way. I feel like this could be like bigger than The Room, It's really good. So
to live and die in Des Moines.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a 2-hour supercut of it,
All right, so there's mine. And does he have micro reactions? He had micro reactions because he's
it's kind of all one mushy micro reaction because he's kind of constantly trying to fix but not really even fixing the line. So it's like that's what it's almost all micro reaction.
Yeah,
he's sort of aware. He's aware that he's screwing up, but kind of he's
doesn't care.
Not
maybe?
Resetting. I think that's what's great about it. It's like,
would you say it's comparable to like jazz, music?
Yeah, it is flub jazz. Thank you. It's a perfect analogy.
Flaz.
Flaz.
Yes, flub jazz. All right, George, you got your work cut out for you.
That's like a sax solo right there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to do something a little bit different than I expected because the rules state that it has to have been played on a previous show. So I was originally going to show a clip that I had shown before and then a new one, but now I'm going to just show the new one.
Well, what do you think? I mean, we could have a new one play.
The rules are already set. I didn't know, but because I wrote to you and I said the flubs have to be verbal. And I wanted to suggest that there's a new type of flub that is related to your attire. Your attire can flub. And this is
interesting. Yes, but I told you, I was like, I'm not sure I would experiment with this during the Flubument.
Right.
I would go with tried and true.
It's allowed,
but
it's absolutely allowed.
I'm just going to show this just because this was Mark Hamill at the BAFTAs where his pants flub. Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Just love cinema so much that we're all gathered here to celebrate tonight. For me, it's that films create worlds so vivid and stories so powerful that we lose ourselves in them completely. They create immersive cinematic landscapes that feel alive, whether they're set here in London or anywhere.
Oh my God.
That's awesome. How have I never seen that? I've never seen that.
It's pretty recent since it's in 1.78.
That has to be a bit.
Thank goodness for that podium.
Yeah. Well, the director cut to the far shot, which I thought was pretty outrageous, magnifying the attire flub, as I call it.
Mark Hamill's a funny guy, I
was expecting a reaction there. For him to acknowledge it.
Well, I also wonder if this is a bit that he set up, especially since the director went wide. Like the director went in on it.
It was not, but this is not his first flub. And originally, I was going to show this other clip, which I have shown on I think it was on VCR Party, possibly on SMC. But this is Mark Hamill flubbing at arguably a bigger venue than Hakeem Jeffries' response. This is at the 1978 Oscars when he's presenting awards for sound editing.
You see, my friends here are a perfect example of the combined talents of actor and technician. I sometimes feel like Zeppo Marx alongside Groucho and Harpo. Unique sounds add a distinct dimension to, and we're here tonight to honor two very special achievements.
Oh,
Jeez, this guy must hate podiums. His worst
that's
moments
it.
have been behind the podium.
He's allergic to them. Oh, especially on a joke delivery. Flubs on a joke delivery. Oh, those are hard. Those are hard to watch.
Yeah, it seemed like he got like a little sympathy laugh just because it was too awkward. But
Right.
yeah, those are the
And
worst.
78, and think about who, it's not like now where most of the golden age of Hollywood is long gone. There were some heavy hitters in the audience that night. Can you imagine flubbing in front of like Jimmy Stewart?
Yeah.
Like it's just so much more profound of a flub.
Exactly, and that's a good find because this is like, this is not if that happened in an award show now, like it'd be on the internet like crazy the next day. But this is I don't know how you found this, but like that's a good.
I was looking for C-3PO with a bow tie, and he happened to have that. I found that clip, and it wasn't the clip. I've never seen anybody say, "Here's a flub," and that. It was just like, "Here's C-3PO with a bow tie," and I think they were missing the most important part of that clip.
Yeah,
which was.
I like that you were looking for C-3PO with the bow tie.
I was looking for C-3PO with the bow, as we all do.
You mind my own business.
We've been there.
But
I think that's totally a doable category. We've done. I think that's like a physical flub. A tire flub. That's a subsect of physical flubs. I brought in I think a couple episodes ago misshakes, which were like flubbed handshakes,
Right.
which I think is another physical flub. So I think anything's on the table as long as it's a flub.
Yeah.
So it counts.
So George, was that what you were presenting for your?
Whichever one Dan liked more is the one that I'm presenting.
Oh, good.
Isn't that how these things work?
A
I think
little
I
bit
got
of
to go
heat.
with. Oh, I'm going to go with the one that I showed before, which was the 78 one. Him saying Zeppo twice in the same sentence, and then having to, in the midst of trying to tell a joke, and in front of the entire known world, who only had 3 channels.
Okay. So a couple of things to consider. It was a great flub. Has one strike against it,
It's not
which
fun.
is that. But I think what would have made it better, which is it's a tall ask, but this is the tournament of flubs. So this is the Flubument. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So if he had said it incorrectly and moved on with maybe like a little bit of a micro reaction, that would have been ideal. But the fact that he kind of quickly did correct himself and like he kind of reset and finished.
Well,
the
he
sentence.
did make a mistake after. Like when he was reading the line after, he was just trying to get to the end of the line at that point. But I hear you.
Yeah, that's true.
And also C-3PO was not wearing a cummerbund, which would have made that a lot funnier. So I agree. It's, flubs can't be perfect. God makes flubs. I don't.
Yeah, that's true. And you chose that one over the other because that was just the one that you had originally planned.
There were rules. I didn't know the rules. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't go into the rules that much. Yeah, as much
That
as
much. I didn't hear them until you said them at the beginning of the tournament. But
I told you it'd be risky, though. I told you it'd be risky.
Well, I did wear this outfit.
You're not risk averse, clearly.
Okay.
What do you think, Dan?
So I think there's that to consider, and then
so one of us is going to be out of the tournament completely on this particular one here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and I understand you're pandering a bit to the judge there, Joe, by doing a University of Iowa based, but I have to say, it did warm my heart, and I did put you over the edge. So I'm going with Fergus.
There he is. All right. Yes, I survived.
You're back in.
I'm back in. So now we got on this side, we have 70 Degrees versus Fergus. Wow, that is a battle royal. That is
going to be tough.
That's a cage match right there.
Yeah. And then over here, we got flip side of bartending versus Mark Eyebrow McYoung.
Yeah.
Steve, why don't you, are you going to play the whole clip again, or are you going to play the stuff that you had held hostage?
I'm going to rewind it just a little bit to give you a little taste of something that you've already seen, but ultimately I'm going to, and then you're going to see new stuff after that.
Okay, new stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of both. So here we go.
And flip the bottle to the glass. We've slowed this one down so you can break it down for yourself. And then a 360 degree flip to the glass. Now, as you can see, you've created the illusion that the bottle flipped over the shoulder. Anytime you do flip a bottle to a glass that still has liquid in it, you must cut it off quickly. What you've done is you've accomplished the illusion that you've given your customer a little extra liquid. Then you want to balance the fork and the spoon with the toothpick on the side of the glass. It's a very simple trick that you use drink straws to perform. Now, unfold it. Bet the customer $1 that they cannot pull the dollar out from underneath the bottle. Every professional bartender should go to their place of employment with one of the following and all of the following.
This video is way better than I remember. Like this,
I forgot all about this one. Then when Steve said, "Hey, can you send me that footage?" I'm like, "What video is it?" I had to dig deep.
You know, he does kind of have a John Wilson, Kyle Mooney kind of delivery.
Yeah.
I feel like Kyle Mooney and John Wilson both kind of incorporate flubs into their speaking, their narration, and their characters and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely had that. And then do we want to see Mark Animal McYoung?
Might as well. It's quick. Here we go.
Eyebrow to foot and blood.
Wait. Here we go. Play it one more time.
I would be covered from eyebrow to foot in blood and urine and feces. Eyebrow, eyebrow, eyebrow.
Okay. Dan, what is he trying to? I mean, why is there the flub there? Do you think it's not? It's not conflating words. It's not combining two. It's just a bit of a stammer.
I think he's just out of breath from all that. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. I can only take the flub in context. I haven't seen the whole video.
Right.
But it seems like he's doing something very physical. He's got this whole
yeah.
green screen head to toe.
He was on the ground with his assistant Richard, imitating stabbing him with a knife. So.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
that's
for
gotta be part of it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of, I mean, that's a good setup for flubs. Like if you're like really out of breath or like stressed out. I mean, I was even thinking about that with the rewatching the bartender guys. Like some of that music was pretty chaotic. Like I was like, I don't know if he's hearing this or if it's just being edited in after the fact. But
I
like,
don't know
if that's
either.
blasting in his ears, I'd be flubbing.
Yeah, that could mess you
There was a
up.
point where I thought they sped up the music. I don't think they did, but I was like, am I watching this in fast forward? Because the music just feels like it's in fast forward and he's talking regular. But yeah, that whole thing was just a mess.
So,
but
Dan,
his last one was my favorite when he's talking about the tools that you need as a bartender. I'm like, that alone.
Dan, before you make your decision here, look at this dark horse. If Flip Side of Bartending moves on, look at that. Defeated Polio Sport.
Yeah,
it will
some
have
heavy hitters.
defeated Eyebrow to go to the championship game.
It would be a Cinderella story.
Horse. That would be a Cinderella story all the way.
If we lose to Mark Eyebrow McYoung, Mark the Animal McYoung, I'm more than happy with that. But I'd love to see the Cinderella story go on.
But again, I mean, I know you got to occasionally take the 1,000-yard view or something here, but I have to take it flub by flub. I can't look at it as a tournament as a whole.
Right.
It's just these two raw clips.
No, I know.
Now,
I was providing some tension for the audience.
Yes,
yeah.
Of course, I understand. Now, remind me again. What's the actual submission in Flipside? Is it the clip as a whole? Is it just like that, the one at the end?
I mean, I think it's the clip as a whole. But
Okay.
if you want to, and once again, Joe hasn't been very clear about the rules. But if there was going to be one, then I would do the church key at the end, the tools of the bartending.
Okay. Now, I think between the two, Flipside of Bartending and Mark Eyebrow McYoung, I think again we're talking about, in the previous category it was the old dog versus the brand new puppy dog clip, and I think again I got to go with the old dog. This is the old Standby Bloodhound with Mike Eyebrow McYoung. I think that's got to go to the
Eyebrow
finals.
moves on.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is
wow. You know what? I think this kind of was like. Wasn't there like an internet thing recently of like 100 men versus a gorilla? I think that's what this was here. Have you heard that before? Like who would win between one gorilla versus 100 men?
Oh yeah,
that was like a thing for a while, and I feel like that's what this was. Flipside of Bartending was the 100 men. Eyebrow was the gorilla, and I think we have our answer. To that meme.
Yep.
So Nick moves on with eyebrow.
Okay.
Oh boy, and God, look at these two competitors here. This is tough. All right, 70 degrees. Do you need to see these again, Dan, or can you render a decision just by looking at them?
Yeah, I think if you can isolate just what you're submitting in Fergus,
Absolutely.
and then I think 70 degrees, it has to be the whole clip, right?
Yep, I would be happy to do that. Yep, coming right up. Here we go. I'll start with the establishing shot. Here we go.
I got a call from Nicole last night, and she said that she saw Wade and Brandon outside talking.
What's the big deal? Wade was probably checking up on Brandon.
Yeah, but didn't you want me to keep an eye on Brandon?
I'd like to also point out that the bookshelves have no books on them at all.
Well, they cleared them out because they wanted a nice clean palette for their scene.
Yeah, they wanted it to look like a police precinct.
Wasn't that the deal?
No, but Brandon is the only link to the source.
It sure looks like it to me. I mean, that could explain how Donovan got shot.
Do you remember that room when you went to school there, Dan?
It does look exactly like a room in the basement of the Linquist Center. So
he does a lot of stuff in the basement. He does a lot of stuff in the basement. Yeah.
I wonder if they were at the Linquist Center.
Yeah.
Did it have filming locations like on the IMDb or anything?
No, it doesn't have that. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I checked.
You could be on to something here. Just between you and me, we can't tell Wade any of our plans to get to the source until we find out if he's on the take.
There we go. That's my submission.
Whose dad is that? I guess that's the real
It's somebody's dad for sure. All right. Do you need to see
really
70
good.
degrees? Do you need to see 70 degrees again?
Yeah, let's see that one more time. Okay. And then I'll decide.
Frank Sienkiewicz, the 1942 Heisman Trophy winner from Georgia, died early today at his Athens home. He was 70 degrees. Sienkiewicz was the first Georgia Bulldog ever to win that coveted trophy. And a correction, Frank Sienkiewicz, who died early today at his home in Athens, was 70 degrees. Jim?
Tough battle.
Paul Shields. You can't shield him from the flubs.
No.
That one's so good.
Tough. This is
okay.
tough.
So with Fergus, I mean, it has the advantage of like, again, this is scripted material. So I also just love. I love like movies that are in this category. Like
that's my question to you though. What's the difference between bad acting and flubbing? Like to me, there was very little flub there. It was more just bad acting.
What are you talking about? He flubbed constantly. He said the word incorrectly.
It's interesting. Yeah, you could interpret it as no real flubs or all flubs. I could almost argue that was 100% flubs, nonstop.
This again might be the gorilla versus the 100 humans because Fergus had 1 million flubs in there and 70 degrees has 2. So this is 2 gorillas against 100 men.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of lost the thread on that analogy. Let's render a decision here.
I started to taper it off.
The gorilla is doing full flaz the whole time.
Yeah.
And so, okay. So I think with that, there's that category, but 70 degrees is like that perfect. It is like classic news, and then just that the opportunity to correct himself, And it is almost like maybe even a slight micro reaction at the end. He says 70 degrees, and then he immediately turns away, which you could say he's turning to his co-anchor, but that could also be like, oh my God, I flubbed the second time. I can't look at the camera anymore.
I don't think
he noticed it.
I don't think he noticed it.
I think that's one of my favorite parts about it is the confidence.
He probably
like that to me makes the flub that much funnier. Is like when you think you nail it and you've just absolutely eaten it.
Exactly. Yep. And it was both times. Both times was complete confidence. And even in the correction, he was like, yep, I definitely corrected. Now I can put that out of my mind because I have set the record straight and corrected myself.
All right.
You may never know.
Whoever moves on will be taking on Nick in the eyebrow between me with Fergus and Steve with 70 degrees. What is your decision?
Got to go 70 degrees. Paul Shields.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
2 classics. 2 classics. Duke that out.
Yeah. I mean,
I got a soft spot for a retro news clip. There's another one that I thought you guys were maybe going to bring. That's a really good retro news clip. I hesitate to bring it up. Maybe we'll bring it up on the next show.
No, save it because maybe
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
use it for the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I mean, yeah. Do you need to see these
Jeez.
again? I mean, you just saw 70
No,
degrees.
I know 'em.
Okay.
I know 'em well.
Do you know the answer to this, or do you have to think about it a little bit?
No, I don't know. I'm actually sweating. I am actually really like my shirt is wet because I knew this moment was going to come.
Yeah, you might be out of breath. You might be prone to flubbing.
You might be fucks.
Yeah, you never know.
Sweat from eyebrow to foot here. Yeah. God, they're both really good. And again, it's like
this is
Eyebrow
Gorilla
was,
versus
I feel like it
Gorilla.
was one of the first ever. I think on our first Flub show is when Eyebrow came in. And that was one of the first that you guys submitted to me.
It's one we return to quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And
70 degrees is in the mix a lot too. Both of these are heavy players in our world here. So I wouldn't. I don't envy you.
And also the content of Eyebrow, like not only just like the visual of the guy, he's out of breath. The green screen tarp gives me a real soft spot.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's talking about blood and feces. It's like if you have like a really good flub, but then it's immediately followed by a hyper confusing sentence. That's
right.
crass.
You gotta appreciate the crisp guy saying 70 degrees twice in a
he says it
such
twice.
a somber moment. And when he comes back, he realizes he made a mistake in such a somber moment, and then he really wants to make it up, and then he just flubs again.
Exactly. He had the duty to the
And by the way,
the
I didn't
deceased
find
man.
70 degrees. The Joe and Nick can take 100%.
No,
credit
but
for
70
this.
degrees
This
is yours. Nick, I think you need to defend Eyebrow a little bit more. I mean, fight
Well,
for it. Fight for
I
your
will
baby.
say, I will say Mark Animal McYoung is prone to flubs. There are a lot more in that video. He just talks off the cuff, and because of that and because of the physical exertion he's doing in his demonstrations, he's flubbing left and right. That particular one I just think is the funniest because he's because of like what you said, he's talking about his topic of being covered in bodily fluids, and he just stumbles on the word eyebrow.
Guess that's what makes 70 degrees so different is Paul Shields is so crisp, rarely flubs. That's such a special flub that you have to see it twice.
Right.
I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, really good points. Any final arguments before I make my decision? Any last pleas from either of you guys about these clips?
I mean, I think if you like crisp guys flubbing, like things that you don't see very often, and at what a monumental, think about his Paul Frank Sickowitz's kids watching that and just seeing that flub. I mean, that is a flub on a grand scale.
Frank Sikowitz Jr. there watching TV.
Yeah,
they're going to talk about
get around. They're about to talk about Grandpa.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to say two words, green tarp. Leave it at that.
George, who would you pick between
Okay.
these two? George, who would you pick between these two?
I don't want to get on anybody's bad side. In my text to you earlier, or yesterday, I asked if I could take 70 degrees, whether that because I didn't know whether that I didn't find it. I didn't know, so that would have been my pick.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Joe, anything you want to weigh in?
Yeah, I would go 70 degrees. And we've tested it in front of audiences, and Eyebrow doesn't get the hard laughs that 70 degrees get. I mean, the people have spoken. Like 70 degrees is one of the greatest flubs of all time. And So
Yeah, but I don't know. Going for the big tent isn't necessarily, I mean, according to Jim, was the #1 show for 10 years. So it doesn't mean it's the best show, but it was an audience favorite, certainly. But for a connoisseur, maybe you want to go with a deeper cut.
And just to put this back into the context of primates fighting, I think 70 degrees is the gorilla, and Eyebrow.
Okay.
Eyebrow is more of an orangutan.
That's what everyone was looking for. What the context of gorillas fighting? Where?
Jeez, and in the dog analogy, these are both kind of old dogs. There's no puppy.
That's right.
dog.
They're both loyal companions.
These aren't puppies. Yeah, these aren't cute little puppies.
It kind of makes you think you should rethink getting rid of that Mark Hamill one, bringing that back, knocking these roads out. Historic importance.
Too late. All right, what is it, Dan? Let's hear it.
This is the stress. Okay, so I think what it ultimately comes down to for me is there's a couple things. I think I got to go. There are higher stakes in 70 degrees, but there is like the all the great details, the green tarp, the blood and the feces. But I think a crisp newsman delivering with confidence and just barreling through with confidence, I got to go 70 degrees.
Whoa, there it is.
Right
70
choice.
degrees.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Steve.
Wow.
You're
I feel
the
like we
champion.
all won with that one.
Yes.
Congrats.
Nice work. You did it. There's our champion. So here's the twist now. Now, for Melindas who are watching, 70 degrees is our 2025 Flubument champion. There's no debating that, right? It's going to go up against what Dan considers to be the #1 flub of all time, Better Luck Next Time Chucky. And just as a reminder, so we're going to have a survey that has 70 degrees there and Better Luck Next Time Chucky. Who's going to unseat Better Luck? Can 70 degrees unseat Better Luck is what I want to know. So just a reminder of Better Luck Next Time. Oh, go ahead.
You mean like the better, or like it's going to usurp for Dan? Like Dan now can no longer say it's the best clip of all time, the best flub of all time. Does he have to change his personal beliefs?
I don't think he has to, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to say that.
Okay.
Especially when the Patreon poll comes back with 84 people voting.
Yeah.
How are you going to be able to,
it's a Patreon poll.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that part. So we're going to put up a poll.
Yeah. Didn't I say that?
You said a survey.
A survey.
Yeah, I said a survey.
Okay,
you needed the word poll.
No, I didn't know if it was patrons voting. I didn't know if this was Dan taking his own survey. I wasn't sure.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we're doing it on Patreon.
Okay.
So go there. You don't have to be a patron, and weigh in whether 70 degrees is better or worse than this video here.
Thank you very much to MTV and everybody that voted for me. Chucky, better luck next time.
Matt Dillon couldn't be here tonight.
Or Matt Dillon.
I know.
I feel like whenever you present that, you should add that Samuel Jackson clip at the end.
Yeah,
I feel like it's the blood and the feces, really, of the eyebrow
A
video.
little color around the actual.
That's the bigger flub of the night. The fact that Matt Dillon couldn't be there.
Yeah, that's the ultimate flub.
He's been himself ever since.
What do you think's better, 70 degrees or Better Luck, Dan?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Dan the Flubman Upsal would not exist without Steven Dorff, and Better Luck Next Time. I just wouldn't,
Well, that's to say nothing of the splay-fingered peace sign at the end.
Yeah, I'm not even bringing that part up. There's so much more to dissect and digest about that clip. And I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
We could have a whole episode about that clip. That's how good it is. So.
Well, and frame by frame, like the Zapruder film,
And the fact that MTV covered up that flub, and you had to go on a journey to find the flub after they had ADR'd to unflub it.
Yeah. There's a whole conspiracy that on subsequent re-airings, they went into the sound mix and switched that flub so that they could cover it up, so that people wouldn't see that he flubbed.
Yep.
But
So the next time people watched it, they didn't hear it.
Right.
Exactly.
Not
All those
Haven't seen it
nuxters.
live. Yeah.
All right. That's our Flubument, our first annual Flubument. I think we do these once every 4 years, once we accumulate enough flubs, and but we'll see you in January, Dan. And you say it's a bumper crop of a season?
It was incredible. It's a really, really good crop, and there's one in particular that might be the best of all time.
January can't come soon enough.
Oh man. Okay, that's a good tease.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Dan. Better luck next time. And
I like to take risks.
Spices up your leftovers.
All
That
right.
was a barn burner, but I think the right call is made.
Yeah.
And Dan told us he was literally sweating from all that. The weight of the decision was really weighing on him.
I think when he came into it, he was like, he thought it was like funny and like, oh yeah, this will be fun. But I think that when the gravity of it hit him, I think that he really did start to stammer. Like he seemed he wanted to make the right choice. But that's what you want in a judge. So
100%.
congratulations, Steve. On I feel like you win these all the time. don't you?
I like hearing you say that, Joe. I like hearing you say that.
You win too much.
Congrats to Paul Shields, though. He's the real winner.
Yeah,
Wherever he is.
And Frank Sinkwitz, too. All right. So Nick and I have been touring this Volume 11 show, and there are 3 moments in the show that we've kind of latched onto. Just while we're sitting in our chairs watching the clips, 3 moments, and we were like, this should be a Melinda Mixer thing. So I have an assignment for the Melinda Mixers. It's not an easy one. I think this is a difficult one. But we had Luke go on a morning news show, and I'll play the clip. And the news anchor, at one point, when he asks him to sign a log, the news anchor says, sure, 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 really fast. And
trying to move him along.
And so here's that clip.
So I like to initial my shurikens. You can just do one just because it gets a little complicated the longer the game
I'm going to
goes.
initial my shuriken.
All right, and so all you need are some logs, and normally I initial the logs, but for time's sake, we don't have to do that.
Sure.
Okay, so that's the sure. I love ushering things along with a sure. Yep. So here it is. Observe silence. Melinda Mixers, you got your ears on?
Sure.
Okay, so that's one component of this Melinda mix. The other one is from the Silver Club Sleepover, when the drug dealer's talking to the guy who wants to solicit a prostitute. He says, and. This is a answering machine tape that somebody in Reno, Nevada gave us. So here's just an excerpt.
Do you want me to dance for you, and then head, and then, and then sex? That's kind of how it is. And it's negotiable.
Okay, so now you got sure. Now we're going to have and. All right, observe silence. Let's just play it.
And. It's negotiable.
Okay. Last one. You need a little bit of percussion here, I think. So in the makeup video where the guy was painting himself as a hobo clown, he applies it to his beard or to his face, and there's a little bit of stubble. Steve, you love this, don't you?
I took this out because it was like, Joe, you're like, tighten up the montage. So I took this out, and you're like, you got to keep the beard scraping in. Never gets any laughs during the show, but you insist on putting it in.
Oh, it's still my favorite. Steve, you love it too, right?
I do, actually, I do.
Yeah.
0 laughs, but
but it's so good. All right, so this is going to provide the percussion of this Melinda mix.
I'm T-Bone the Clown. I'm a hobo clown. Some clowns will make a circle type mouth, and I make a sad face. Wears clothes torn and tatered.
Okay, so just isolated. I'm going to play it a few times.
That's a flub, by the way. Tatered.
George, where do you stand on that? Do you think it should stay in the edit, or does that scraping do nothing for you?
It's the tatered is great, but it is true that no one seems to pick up on the tatered. I think they're wondering whether it's some sort of clown expression they're unfamiliar with. But it is a great flub. If you know it's tatered is hilarious.
No, I'm talking about the scraping sound.
I know what you're saying, but you can't have one without the other, really.
It's true. All right, here it is. Observe silence. This is the percussion of this Melinda mix. There's also a little
I was about to say, but in this remix, that really
it's almost like a bass. It could provide some bass in there too. So
and
all right,
there were 3 scrapes, just like sure, end,
right.
party, laugh, ha.
Let's add that one in just real quick, as long as we got the drop right here. Let me just throw that in. Observe silence. Here we go.
Laugh, ha, party.
There we go. All right. Oh, this is going to be a great mix.
Can't wait for this mix. This theoretical mix is going to be
musician right there.
Yeah. All right. What else we got? Just one quick announcement. The raffle for the 5 copies of Poof, the Magic Horse that I got right over there. We got 5 of them. We're going to give them away in the hopper. This is your best opportunity to get to win something. We're giving away 5 of them. It's not that one, Steve.
Don't send it to that.
Sweat stain tank top.
Nope.
No, that was a different raffle. Different raffle. Keep going. Keep going. So yes, this is the one. All right, send it to that address there. We'll toss it in the hopper. The zip code is 11215.
I think it was too long to actually.
You should be in New York.
It was too long to go on our lower third there. But yeah, what's the deadline? Is it one more week?
Yeah, November 25th.
Okay.
So that's 2 weeks away. This is gonna be your last time that we're telling you, get it in the mail. Make sure you put your return address in there.
VHS tape. Not many people have these. So.
Exactly. There's only 100 in the world right now.
I'm excited about next week's show because John Moore from Austin, he made a documentary I saw at Fantastic Fest called When We Were Alive. He got access to almost everything going from the 70s to today from Austin's incredible public access station. He's going to be serving up just the highlights for public access. It's going to be good.
He's been working on
years,
that movie for a long time too.
It's done, and he's going to show stuff that didn't even make the cut of the movie because it wasn't right for that, but right for this show. So looking forward to that.
That's going to be a good one. All right, we're going to go out on a actually a Melinda mix that Nick Grote sent. I don't know when he sent it, but I forgot about it, and I found it on a hard drive, and I was like, oh, we got to reprise this. So it's the Sharky rap. He remixed the Shark. So here's the thing: if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
Thanks to Don Opsal.
Yes. Perfect.
Don Opsal.
Perfect. You did that on purpose.
No, I really didn't. It's just been a long show. Thanks to Dan Opsal. Congratulations, Steve, and we'll see you down the road to Clowndom.
Continued success. I'm a punk. That's what I do. You've never heard of a wise apple before?
I mean, this is Sharky's rap here.
Are you gonna tell George to shut the hell up again?
Yeah, George, shut the hell up.
I thought I was muted.
My name is Sharky and I'm part of the crew. You know, it's not always cool to go with the flow. Well, never mind, Timbers, let's take a look. Who's just coming and counting? He's a hero, kids and a parent's friend. Part of the crew. I've got a pirate rap just for you. My name is Sharky and I'm part of the crew. I've got a pirate rap just for you.
When we return, Dr. Selmer will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About
That's all I'm doing.
Continued success.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell!
Hasta la vista, baby. And I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor from California.
We'll be right back right after that. Good luck from all of us.
A real great guy. Nice, nice.
Goodbye. Chucky, better luck next time.
Ciao for now.
Jim's coins in here, there.
Everybody here is very nice.